Okay, so the cool thing about Red Dead 2 is there's a ton of stuff to do besides just shooting outlaws and shooting at the sheriff and robbing banks and robbing trains and stagecoaches and all that stuff. That stuff's all fun and dandy, but I really appreciate the parts of Red Dead that are kind of like a cowboy simulator. The fishing is surprisingly good. There's all different kinds of fish you can catch, all different kinds of animals you can hunt, including the legendary animals that are let's see what we got here. He's over a pound.
You're
we'll
coming
go ahead
with
and
me.
keep him.
Maybe.
We're using bread bait right now. Bread bait's not usually going to catch the bigger fish, but every now and then you can get some nice fish even with a bread
Here we
bait.
go.
So we're gonna. I haven't fished in this spot in a long time, so we're gonna try some different baits and see what we can catch here. You have to be careful when you're fishing, because if you try to reel, see how the fish is struggling. If you try to reel while the fish is struggling, you'll snap your line.
Pickerel, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna throw him back. So I thought we were here in the morning, but apparently we're here in the evening. So let's set up camp.
Mister, am I glad I found you? I am colder than Blue Valley hell out here. Could I warm up by your fire just a bit?
I don't think so, lady.
I'm half dead here, you stinking bastard! You'll get yours. You wait!
That is just to show us that absolutely anything can happen at any time in Red Dead. We're gonna go ahead and get some sleep. It seems like every time I camp out in the mountains up here in the North Country, I had some guys show up in the middle of the night and threaten to kill me if I ever came back. And then sometime later, I came back and I camped in that same general area again, and they attacked me, and I was forced to deal with them with a 12-gauge shotgun. Alright. So let's try this again.
This could work.
Let's try the corn bait, see if we get anything good here. Now, I figured out that if you just tap the right trigger, you just kind of short cast it out there, so you can cast really close to you, like that. This is almost like stealing. Fishing's really good here.
Ah, bluegill. Nice. Okay.
So that was pretty nice.
Okay.
Alright.
Ah, you'll do.
Little rock bass.
Afraid
we'll go
you're
ahead and
staying
keep
with
him.
me.
Alright, let's try for something a little bit bigger. Not sure what there is of any size here, but we're going to try one of our lures. Now the lures tend to attract the bigger fish, but you have to reel them in slowly at the right speed, and every now and then you have to kind of jerk the line to attract the fish, which I've done a lot of fishing in real life, and that's exactly how you do it. You reel it in nice and slow, and jerk the line ever so often, make it dance. And that's exactly how you do it, so it's pretty cool that you do the same thing here to attract the fish. Nothing that time. Let's try moving over here to a little bit deeper area.
Anything biting, I wonder.
And if you haven't grown fond of Arthur Morgan from playing the story part of this game, you certainly will from playing poker, fishing, hunting, sightseeing, exploring. They added so much like attitude into the character, so much personality, where he is just, I don't know, I think he's one of the best, if not the best video game character ever made. He has so much depth, and you get to see him go through so much. Don't want to spoil the story for anyone, but you know, Arthur gets sick later in this game, and the way his character handles that,
Come on.
and the way you kind of see him evolve as he's sick and kind of going through a tough time is really impressive. Just
I
really
got something hooked.
well written. Alright, so whatever that is putting up a pretty good fight. So we hooked into something a little bigger this time. Not sure what we've got.
Oh, come here.
whatever this is, we got a pretty good fish here. Putting up quite a fight. I think it's pulling out just about as much line as I'm pulling in, so this is going to be a long fight.
Don't fight too much.
Storm that blew in, so we're gonna sit out here in the rain and fight this fish. The cool thing about Red Dead, you know, fishing and hunting and stuff in Red Dead, there's hunting games that might have a little more detail to the hunting, and there's fishing games that have a little more detail to the fishing. But Red Dead has an entire living world going on all around you as you're doing these things. So you never know when you're going to run into somebody who wants to hurt you, rob you.
Yep, come on.
You never know when you're going to have somebody you can help. You might be... Oh, I lost my lure. Wow, that's the first time I've had a fish break my line in a long time. Whoa, whatever that was huge. It was a big fish. There's some big fish in here. Putting up a pretty good fight too, but not as much as the one before. Hopefully we can get him in. Quite a fish here. So this is fun. I like that there's so much variation in the fish and the difficulty in catching the fish. You know, there's fish that you just reel straight in with no fight, and then there's fish like this where you really have to be patient. I think that's our fish climbing up on the shore over there. A little bit of a glitch going on. He's sticking his head out of the water. Almost got him.
Come on.
Almost got him. That's a big fish.
Musky, I reckon. Nice.
17 pounds and 13 ounces.
You're coming with me.
That is a nice fish. So we're gonna take him. We're gonna stow him on our horse. And we are going to make our way to our next fishing spot. So there's some good fish in there. That's a good spot. This is, if you want to know where these fishing spots are, this is close to Willard's Rest, up by the big waterfall up here. So it's a good place to fish. There is a legendary fish in this area, but right now I'm just fishing for the sake of fishing. I'm not too worried about the legendary fish.
Yeah.
I've caught some of those in the past in different playthroughs. I don't think in this playthrough there's somebody else fishing over there. In this playthrough, I don't think I've hunted any of the legendary animals or caught any of the legendary fish, so that's something I can do later on if I want to. Let's go ahead, for the sake of time, let's go ahead and fast travel. I don't like to fast travel that much, but we're going to go ahead and fast travel to In most games, I refuse to fast travel. I avoid it at all costs, but in Red Dead, the cinematic cutscenes that it shows of you riding from place to place is pretty satisfying. I enjoy that. So we're in Valentine.
Welcome.
Let's see how much this fish is worth. He's worth $5. That's pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and sell him.
A lot of folk coming by with these lately.
We'll sell him. We're gonna keep the smaller fish so we can cook them on the campfire later.
Thanks, partner.
No meal is complete if it don't got meat.
We are gonna stop at the general store and get some more bait because I think we might be running low on our different kinds of bait.
Yeah. Howdy.
Howdy. Howdy there.
Back for some more provisions? Got everything you need. Have a look.
Alright, so we've already got a full thing of worms, so we don't need worms. What do we need? We need cheese. I'm not sure where things are in this store. Wait, there's the cheese.
Big Tommy's still in a bad way from that fight.
How come I can't buy the cheese?
Don't see it on a shelf, it's probably in the catalog.
Oh, I've already got cheese. Okay. What about bread? Do we have bread? Alright, guess we've got bread too.
Ain't no other outfit beats their prices.
Hunting and fishing. Alright, let's see here. Can't buy crickets. I guess that's something we have to unlock later. I'm not that far into the game. Lures.
It's all yours.
Okay, so we've got 3 lures. I guess that's all we can carry of that.
All right.
Go ahead and get gun oil. Alright, so that's all we need.
That's it for now. Mister?
Hello.
girl.
Howdy.
Hey, friend.
Sir?
Step right up.
Hello,
Hello, sir.
mister.
Hello there, mister.
Hey there, mister.
Howdy.
As you can tell, I like
Hello
to be
there.
a very friendly cowboy. Oh, we gotta say hi to the dog.
Beef,
Hey, boy.
pork, venison, all right here, folks.
Hello, boy.
Alright, look out, dog. You're gonna get run over. Alright. Man, it's raining again. Alright, we're gonna go try to do some fishing in the river here.
Yep.
What I love about this game is you just never know what you're going to run into. You never know what's going to happen on the road on the way to your destination. The way they made the missions in Red Dead. The way that
Hi there, mister.
they happen naturally. People run out of the woods and ask for your help, or jump out from behind the rocks and try to rob you.
Slow up
It really is impressive how it just flows. It's never, you don't have very many missions where there's a quest giver who tells you to go here and collect this, you know. Alright. So we got bread, we got corn, and we got cheese. We also have worms. Let's try the corn. Did pretty good with it in the other spot.
now. Let's see if anything's biting.
So probably the only thing they didn't do for the fishing in this game is they didn't make your bait move with the current. You can
Go
see
now, I'm fishing. Got some.
the current is going to our left, and the bait just stays up there where you cast it, even though it's on a float. So that's pretty unrealistic, but that's pretty much the only thing about the experience that's too unrealistic. All things considered, how much detail they put into Red Dead, I think it's forgivable. Let's see what we got here.
Yes, you're okay.
Pretty small.
Nice perch, ain't you? Yeah, you can
I guess
stay.
he's over a pound, so I don't know what the size for a perch is considered decent. You see all the swirls in the water right in front of us here. The swirls in the water, I think, are supposed to tell you where there's fish. So we'll try fishing right here. See if we get anything.
Gotcha.
This is almost like stealing. Drop it in the water and pull them straight in. Little rock bass. Okay. Alright, let's try a different bait. Let's try one of our worms. We only got 5 worms, so we have to use them sparingly. But the worm tends to catch a little bit bigger fish, I think.
That's it, I think. Yes.
pounds, not even a pound. Yeah, we're
Swim
gonna throw
away,
him
little
back.
fella.
I'm gonna throw him back, so that might have been a waste of a worm right there. Let's just try
Maybe.
one of our lures. The lure is for the bigger fish. I don't know if there's any bigger fish in this area. It's kind of a narrow part of the river,
Here we go.
but we'll try it. I don't know if there's any bigger fish in this part of the river or not. Okay, let's try the other way. Okay. So apparently there's not much of any size. I mean, we could sit here and fish and we probably would catch something eventually. Let's go ahead and move on. There's some better places downstream. We can find some bigger fish. Go ahead and make our way on down.
Hey, partner.
Could you move out of the way?
Yeah. Easy. Whoa.
This is kind of a bigger, deeper part of the river here. Let's give this a try for a minute. We're looking for something a little bigger, so we'll use our lure. Okay. No action so far. I might be reeling it in a little bit too slow. Let's try it one more time. Speed up our retrieval just a little bit. to do is we're going to set up camp. And we'll get back at it in the morning. For those of you that don't know, in Red Dead 2, there are predetermined campsites. There's areas that are set up around the map, and there's a bunch of them, but they're predetermined, so when you set up your camp, it auto-selects, I think, whichever one is closest, but if the closest one is occupied, because I believe the campsites that you use are the same campsites that the NPCs use. You know how when you're riding around, you see...
There we go.
Oh, great. Now we got to figure out how to get down. So when you're riding around, you'll see people camping in different places. You'll see the campfire off in the distance. Alright, we're going to try to make our way down this slope right here. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. That works. We made it. We're in one piece. That's all that matters. Okay, so this is where we were just fishing, I believe, right here. So we're gonna make our way down the shore here. See if we can find a little bit. Hello. A little bit better place to. I guess we're gonna go in the river. Sorry about your fishing there, buddy. So we don't want to fish near him. We want to find our own spot. Oh, we're coming up on the... That's what the problem is. We're coming up on the waterfall here.
Okay then.
So there's the waterfall. That's where the fishing gets good, is on the other side of that waterfall there. So we'll make our way around.
Now I am a prisoner in the Stillwater daylight.
I remember how I got down from here before. No, I've been here before.
Who unto us befell.
Okay, that works. Okay, so you can see we're actually near Strawberry now. Not too far from Strawberry. Little mountain town. We're gonna come out here where the river kind of slows down and widens. And that's where I think the good fishing should be, is right in here. Maybe right here.
Easy now.
Spot. There's obviously some fish here. Just not sure what types of fish. I was wanting to explore some new areas. I mean, I have areas that I know I can go and catch decent fish, but I was hoping to find some new areas where we could catch some nice fish. Let's try over this way. See just how beautiful Red Dead is. It really is. Like, this game's been out for 4 years, and still, every time I play it, there's a moment where I'm just like, wow, this thing is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, even after all this time. Okay, alright, well, nothing's biting on the lure, so let's try our corn bait and see what all this commotion is about, because there's a lot of fish here. I'm just not sure what kinds of fish. Well, that didn't take long. Come on, Arthur. It's not that big. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking fish. Not even a
I'm
pound,
keeping
but
you,
we're
I'm
keeping
afraid.
it. We're having a little bit of down luck here lately. We gotta keep the fish we catch. Let's try our bread bait, because we know we can catch bluegills on bread bait. I've done that in real life, so I know you can do it here. Now when you're using a bobber and a bait like that, it can help to reel it in slowly, but you don't necessarily have to. It does seem to attract the fish when you do it, though. Rock bass. Alright. Let's try one of our worms.
Let's try something new.
That's right. Let's try something new. And the worms tend to bring in a little bit bigger fish on occasion. Not always the case, but on occasion they will bring in bigger fish.
Oh, look, Seth.
Starting to wonder if there's any bigger fish in this area. Might need to go further downstream. There's a point where this river meets up with another smaller river or a stream, and it becomes bigger. That might be where we need to go.
Can't put you back.
Yeah, let's move on downstream, because this is not what we're looking for.
Hey there, girl.
So, on our adventures, we'll be riding Sky. This is Sky. She's a played over 600 hours of Red Dead 2, all in the single player. I beat the game about either 4 or 5 times. I can't remember if it's 4 times or 5 times. But I beat the game several times. And I've also spent countless hours fishing and hunting, and mostly just actually, most of the time it's just spent exploring. I found so many secret things. There's so much stuff. I've been playing it this long, and I'm still finding things that I've never seen before. All these hours later. So the amount of detail is pretty awesome.
Whoa, easy.
Alright, let's take a look right here. Let's try our lure first and see if we can get anything with the lure. Only seeing small fish right up around the shore here, so this may not be a great spot for trying to catch anything of any substantial size, but we'll keep looking until we find it. Like I said, I have a lot of spots that I know I can catch fish, but I was kind of wanting to find some new ones. So far, like I knew that spot up by the Great Falls in the north, I knew there was fish there. Oh, there we go, we got something. And so I knew there was good fish there. So that's why I started there. You know, a lot of people make videos for Red Dead 2, and let's see what we got here.
Well, look at you.
5 pounds salmon. That's nice.
Sorry, but you're mine.
That's real nice. That's what we're looking for. I like how the bigger fish are harder to attract. It's very much like real fishing, because when you're out fishing on the lake or fishing in the ocean, or you can catch the little fish that you don't really want. You can catch those guys all day long, but it's the big fish. Those are the ones that you really have to work for. Here, Arthur's struggling with this guy.
Good to meet you.
Another nice salmon. Another 5 pounder. Oh, that's a big fish. Alright, let's do one more cast down this way. See what's a little further downstream. just everything. The visuals, the music, just the whole package for Red Dead. It is such a peaceful experience to just play this game. Just sit here and enjoy it. The amount of time that I have spent in this game in the last 4 years, I think it's over 4+ years now, just relaxing. After playing, you know, intense shooter games and intense sim racing games and intense flight sim games and, you know, all the stuff that, you know, I played Elden Ring this year. That was a really stressful and intense experience. To go from that and then come back to Red Dead and just relax, you know, that's what this game is so good for. And you can certainly make it not that way. You can go rob trains, and like I could jump on my horse, chase down this guy on this wagon and rob him. You know, you can do all that stuff. And that's what makes the game great, is there's something for everyone. People that want to get in shootouts and, you know, play out their childhood, you know, daydreams of being a cowboy and a gunslinger and doing, you know, all those things, or, you know, you can do all that. And I do that. I don't do the robberies and stuff, but I do play the story from time to time. But for the most part, I just really enjoy just being in this world. I think it's one of the most well-crafted video game worlds of all time. And, I don't think anybody does it quite like Rockstar does. You know, they have a level of polish on their games that just is unmatched. Alright, so that's a pretty decent spot. Got a couple of nice sounds there. Let's see what we find a little further downstream. This is probably another good spot right here, this big open area. But we're going to move on downstream and see what we find. So, you know, I've made Red Dead Redemption videos in the past, and they're really, I enjoy making them because I enjoy spending time in this game. So it's not something that I have to work hard at. It's something I enjoy doing anyway. Oh, check that out. There is a grizzly bear in the river down there. Uh-oh. No, we're not going to mess with him. We're going to move right along. We are going to move right along and get away from him. I don't want anything to do with that. So the river kind of gets broken up down here. It's not so much of a deep river as it is kind of a shallow stream almost. There's some deep spots in there, but fairly nice deep spot right here. Let's see where we are right now. Let's take a look right here. You see in the sky. I think this is one of the spots where I fished before. It's pretty darn good. So this is probably going to be our last fishing spot for this video. But if you're looking for all of the action of crazy shootouts and, you know, all the things that most people do in Red Dead to pass the time, it's not really what I'm going to be doing. What I'm going to be doing is just relaxing, doing some hunting, doing some fishing. Now, we might do some stressful hunts. We might go hunt grizzly bears and wolves and mountain lions and the kind of stuff that is going to be intense, and we might get killed trying. But that's a different To me, that's more fun than doing a shootout with a bunch of O'Driscoll boys. Getting into a scuffle with a grizzly bear, that's an intense moment. And there's no guarantee you're going to come out of it on the other side. And I like that. So we will do some of that too. We're going to do some fishing and hunting and exploring. There's a few mountain trails that I'm sure most people who played this game back when it came out have never even been on some of these mountain trails. Thought for sure we would catch something right here, but so far, no dice. But, yeah, there's a few mountain trails. There's one mountain road that I discovered yesterday. Like I said, 600 hours in this game, and I had never found this road. And it led me to an old hidden shack, and in the hidden shack there was a hermit living there. And as soon as I got near the shack, he came out and threatened to kill me. And I tried to defuse the situation, but he still tried to kill me, so I ended up having to kill the guy. Alright, let's try. Try a worm here. Looks like there's some pretty decent fish here, just maybe not lake lure fish. I know I fished here before, but I can't really remember what I caught or if it was a good spot. Can't really remember.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Oh, we hooked something. It seems like it might be a little bit more sizable. There are certain fish that just really like certain baits. Even larger fish. They only go for certain baits sometimes. Oh, that's a nice smallmouth bass. 4 pounds, 6 ounces. Yeah, we keep him. Get another worm on here. This is a good spot because what was that? Did I accidentally hit the button to reel it back in? I must have. I like how your line stays slack and then
Oh, you're on, my friend.
it goes tight after you reel it in a little bit. That is just like real fishing. That's what it's like when you're doing a long cast like that. You have a whole bunch of slack that comes out of your line. You gotta tighten your line back up. So if there's any games other than Red Dead, now I'm not necessarily looking for a fishing game per se.
You, sir, are fish.
Because I know there's like Bassmasters and there's a few other fishing games out there that are specifically for fishing. But I kind of like games that have fishing as a side thing that you can do. I might try a fishing simulator, just like I've played Hunter Call of the Wild, and I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good game, but that was quite a few years ago. It's definitely more dated now. But if there's any games, I know Far Cry 6, I think, has fishing in it. I can't remember if Far Cry 5 does. But if there's any games in particular that you guys think the fishing
Come here,
is
you.
really well done, definitely let me know, because I'd like to give the fishing side missions in multiple games a try. Now, if I've got to play 70 hours of a game to get to the fishing content, I might be less likely to do it. But if it's something you can get into relatively early into the game, then I would be interested to try it out. I might have to try Far Cry 6 just for that. I mean, I like Far Cry, okay, but just for that one thing, just to be able to try the fishing in Far Cry would be something I would like to do. If there's anything else, or if there is a particular fishing game that is a fishing simulator that you find particularly good, please tell me about it in the comments. I would like to know which ones out there are actually good. It's been a long time since I played a game that was all about fishing, and I think the last one I did was like bass fishing something. I don't even know. But finally got a little bigger fish here, hopefully. There are some bigger fish in here.
You're not bad at all.
Another smallmouth bass. Got him on the lure that time. Alright, guys. Some wild horses. I guess the next thing we need to do, I don't know how long I've actually been recording, so I'm not sure how long this video is.
Excuse me.
Hey, partner.
This guy's just resting on the side of the road here.
Yeah.
That crazy fox here just running out in the middle of the road. Alright, so let's go ahead. One of the best things about fishing, I grew up fishing. My dad was a fisherman, and we went fishing almost every single weekend. One of the best things about it is cooking and eating the fish that you caught that day. I've never eaten fish that tasted as good as the fish that was caught the same day. Something about it being that fresh just makes it taste incredible, and it's the best you'll ever eat. If you ever get a chance to do that, to go fishing and cook and eat your fish the same day, clean them while they're still freshly killed, and then cook them and eat them. See Arthur's stuffing his face here. Alright, so I think that's all the fish that we caught. We're gonna tear down this camp. See, it put us back up on the bridge again, so the river is way down below us. I don't understand why it keeps putting us up here, but okay. There's a farm right here.
Come here.
Oh, he's not very friendly. Hard dog. Alright, we're moving. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Easy.
Something a little different. I know it seems like every video I make, I'm talking about how we're doing something a little different. That's just kind of how I play games. I'm always changing it up. I don't do the same things repetitively very often. So, as always, I'm going to be sporadic with what I upload, what videos I put out, but I will be putting something out for sure, and hopefully some more hunting and fishing with Arthur Morgan videos, because I love Arthur Morgan as a character. I love this game, and I love making videos in this game. So maybe next time we'll do some fishing near the camp, near the main camp. There's some pretty good fishing right by the main camp, so maybe we'll do that next time. I'm going to leave you with Arthur Morgan singing. So here's Arthur singing, and we'll see you guys next time.